Mamuina Akwaba at the bank activity for the minority caucus in parliament about Bonting a press conference trench at Tifonia and Kutua say a dear Sammy Gyamfi and a swa ashina na Niamon some at Tifonia and Kutua. Now a NPP member of parliament or leaders a press conference where Dr. Kabiru Mahama and a leaders press conference honor the MP for the Walwali constituency and about Bontiba Kasana initially about Sammy Gyamfi it is Sakwasa most NDC penifo bebre na support Sammy Gyamfi on social media platforms so na support no no say asem no ani so aya hina asem no ano aya dinam no bia delete comment o make here on social media platforms for yan asem ketua na even for NDC fo bebre na so sarcasm na ade Sammy Gyamfi ni de etifo na ano ani so aya shepa vi say obi a ode wa akoto the National Gold Board and Sifa Pana and as a PMMC and if a pana only as a sika 2020 we a fear and in Ghana cedis simple. Sikana it is in dollars, which is around 330,000 Ghana cedis. And I said, what do call US dollars more over 10,000 US dollars. And I Sammy Gyamfi as a Sasa Emma Sama me we need for. A year and this man kono bo fu Samson a year MVP man kono sabo fu se Sammy Gyamfi aba bonta be kasen se mam sisi ya da pa o sika on fi no mo konkota frɛ no no konkoko pio mo court ama ya pa asa case no komu gusu endi we dey and dey NIB official so sam kono mkota frɛ Sammy Gyamfi de dindin anya sam kuso no so samfa no ko gina dak se nema ekoso no tifo eni so ahye na ano din na SMB na kono ko just sense mo ntwe mu bra madam ina.
It is even more shameful that this act was committed by someone who has in the past championed populist rhetoric about economic discipline, CD loyalty, and anti-corruption. What the CD has shown signs of recovery, appreciated from 14.15 CD to approximately 13.14 per dollar as at May 9, 2025. This incident undermines efforts to stabilize our economy. The casual distribution of foreign currency by a high-ranking official sends a message of indifference to the struggle of ordinary Ghanaians. The Bank of Ghana has constantly reminded us through various notices that pricing, advertising, receipting, or making payment for goods and services in foreign currency without authorization from the Bank of Ghana is illegal. The penalties for such violation includes a fine of up to 700 penalty units or a prison term of not more than 18 months or both. In other words, this is the prescribed penalty for anyone doing businesses with currency in Ghana or foreign currency without authorization from the Bank of Ghana and from our checks. Mr. Gyamfi has not got authorization from the Bank of Ghana to do business with foreign currency. And it is clearly a violation of the Foreign Exchange Act, which has been passed to, this is a law governing the circulation and transaction with foreign currencies. We in the minority are calling for the following action or immediate actions. One, the immediate sanctioning of Mr. Sammy Gyamfi as acting CEO of the Ghana Gold Board. Secondly, we are calling for a full-scale investigation into the source of the dollar bundle displayed in the viral video. The president has clearly told the good people of Ghana that, just recently, about a week ago, that if you violate his own code of conduct, you are going to feel sanctioned. By now, we should have seen a letter being issued dismissing Mr. Sammy or suspending him pending further investigation. This is only the right thing to do.
Every person, one way or other, show benevolence, show magnanimity, would, out of generosity, give much more politicians we do. But if the giver is politically exposed and what is being given borders on the laws of the country, there's every reason for well-meaning Ghanaians to complain and to raise issue. I'm not sure Mr. Sammy Gyamfi would have had this public uproar and this kind of commentary and the backlash if he had given some 1,000 Ghana cedi to Agrada or 500 Ghana cedi or even 5,000 Ghana cedi on the quiet, people wouldn't have had this kind of. But you see,
it's the dollar that's the issue.
It is the dollar, and then this may be the tip of the iceberg, that a public official, a CEO, who we recently give $279 million as revolving fund, person who has been in charge as a custodian of every gold mine in the country.
Right.
Now, a public person or someone asking for money, he has no Ghana currency with him to give. The only money left with him to give out was dollars. That shows the level of people wanting to keep dollars and transact in dollars within the country. And the laws of the country clearly prohibits that. And if someone is doing that, someone who should have known better, someone who is a lawyer, a layman could be saying, we can excuse a layman. If someone of that stature is doing it, every Ghanaian would have a reason to complain. And I think that this is why Mr. Sammy Gyamfi also realizes that, look, I have gone against the law, I have acted with indiscretion, and I should apologize. And I think that we made it clear in the press statement that if anyone is suggesting that Mr. Sammy Gyamfi did nothing wrong, the person is clearly being hypocritical or lacks understanding of the rules governing.
And they are asking which particular law he's broken.
Well, so even if we have no benefit of reading the law, if you're a follower of Ghanaian economy, you have realized that the Bank of Ghana has issued several notices directing and warning against anyone transacting, receiving, or making payment in dollar or any foreign currency. Even if you did not read the law, you have followed the announcement and the notices and the advice and then the warning by the central bank. Aside that, the Foreign Exchange Act,
right,
Section 3, talks about licenses. In other words, Section 3, subsection 1, clearly says that no person shall be allowed to have any business to do with dollar without authorization from the central bank, the Bank of Ghana. If you read subsection 3 and 4, it clearly defines what businesses with dollar is. It includes payment and receipting,
right,
in foreign currency or dollar or any foreign currency for that matter. We also know that we chose for ourselves the Ghana cedi as the legal tender. In other words, for transaction, anything having to do with money payment in Ghana, within the shores of Ghana, within the jurisdiction of Ghana, that payment must be made in Ghana cedi. And that's what the law clearly abhors or falls on the fact that you even price anything in dollar.
In this case, he says it was a gift.
So now, the point is that you are gifting someone in dollar, not even in cedi. You are transacting, whether it is gratuitous or for benefits, you are transacting in dollar.
Maybe that was the only money on him at the time.
And that even speaks of the fact that why should a public officer not holding cedi, but holding dollar to a funeral? You see, those are the questions. That the fact that you even have the incentive as a public official to keep money in dollar and you can transact with it within the shores of the country speaks of the level of respect you put on the laws of the country. So clearly, there's no justification whatsoever for someone keeping dollar. And even if you reach section 15, it even said if you want to do business or international payments, Mr. Gyamfi could have said that, look, I wanted to pay something offshore and I needed the dollar to pay, and that argument could hold. But the law says that even if you want to do something of international payment, they must be done through the bank. You can't go withhold. And even if you want to travel, those of us who travel more often, if you want to travel,